Hi there, I'm Thomas Michaud, and this is part 3 of my series, The 10 Most Important Guitar Chords for Beginners. Now, in the last 3 parts, we did 8 chords, and this is the last 2 chords, but I'm also going to give you some exercise to practice the chords. That's really important. So let's get started. Next chord, A minor. This is a pretty easy one. The form looks just like the the E, only move everything over one string. Looks just like the E, but everything goes over one string. See it? That's A minor. That's E. That's A minor. So let's finger it one at a time. First finger, second string, first fret. Stretch that second finger over to the 4th string, 2nd fret. And put the 3rd finger in between on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Same A bass note as in the A chord. Same as the A7. A minor. E is part of the chord, so don't worry if you hit it, that low 6th string. Try the A minor again. Ready? First finger, stretch over the 2nd finger, and then 3rd finger in between. Good? See? How's each note sound? Clear? Adjust your fingers a little bit. Get that finger nice and close to the fret. But not on top, just to where it's getting ready to hit the fret. Okay, got my 2nd finger nice and close to the fret. My 3rd finger in between. You don't want to angle up too much like that. I know that's a tendency there. Good? One more time. A minor. First finger, 2nd finger, and in between 3rd. Okay. Now for what will be your favorite chord, the infamous F chord. The more difficult of all the chords we've done so far, but absolutely essential. No way out. You gotta learn this chord, F chord. Let me play it first and I'll show you what it should look like. Now that's a good F chord. It's definitely not the only way to make an F chord. You should know if you watch people, this is a common one too. That's called a bar chord, a full bar chord. But we're going to start with the partial F chord. You're going to need that anyway, even if you go right to bar chords. So you might as well get it out of the way. This is a good F chord. I've got my 2 fingers angled up and coming back down, but this finger flattened out at the 1st knuckle. That's my 1st finger. See that there? There's space right here. It's not crammed up like that. And my hand is aiming down, not angled up like that. Nice clear F chord. Now the difficult part is this 1st finger, knuckle up. My 2nd knuckle is up in the air and the 1st knuckle's flattened out. I'm hitting 2 strings at once. This is a valuable technique, but a little hard to get the hang of. It's just practice. Put your 1st finger down on the 1st and 2nd strings. That's the 1st fret. Again, not on top of the fret, just behind it. And see if they sound. You want to just practice that for a little while. Take your hand off. Shake it out. 1st finger, hit those 2 strings. Then when you're ready, add the 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. That's actually a chord, by the way. And it's called a D minor 7 chord. Not as useful as the F, but it's a real chord. Like that. You add that open 4th string, it's a D minor 7. Put that away for later. But it's a good way to get ready to play the F chord. So I've got the first 2 strings on the 1st fret sounding and the 2nd finger over on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So that's the next step in practicing this. Take your hand off and just try that much. 1st finger, hitting 2 strings. The 2nd knuckle in the air, but the 1st knuckle's flattened down. And the 2nd finger I stretch over to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Now you want to practice that for a little while, and then the next step, your 3rd finger goes over to the 4th string, 3rd fret. 4th string, 3rd fret. That's the F chord. We call it a half bar because this little technique here, half bar. This is a full bar and a half bar. And this technique is valuable. That's why I don't skip right to the full bar. You need this. It's a little easier than the full bar, but it's valuable to know anyway. So for those who are ready, let's do the full F chord. First finger, second finger on the third string, second fret, and then the third finger over there on the fourth string. And let's see if it sounds. Do it again. First finger, second finger, third string, fourth string, third finger. Sometimes makes your first finger hurt a little bit, huh? Okay, one more time. First finger, second finger, and third finger. Try it. And again, you kind of want to avoid these first two strings. They're not part of the chord. But don't worry too much about it. Put more attention on the left hand for right now. Okay? Let's do A minor. Nice easy one. Got it? Now F. Go ahead, take your time. First finger, second finger, and third finger, F. Back to A minor. F. A minor. And F. Got it? Let's see if it sounds like this. Okay. Now here's a little progression to practice the F chord along with a few of the other chords. It's going to sound like this. A minor. We're going to use the G from part 1. I prefer to play it with my pinky for this chord progression. You do it any way you want. Remember we did these 3 fingers, these 2 fingers, and even for some people, just this third finger. I'm going to use the little pinky G, and then the F, and the E chord. So do it with me. A minor. Good. G. F chord. Go ahead. Take your time. First finger, second finger, and third finger. And the E chord. Again, A minor. G. This is a Spanish sounding progression. F. But it's been used a lot in rock too. E. A minor. G. F. And E. Let's do it with a strum. 4 down each. It actually makes the changing a little slower because you got more time to get the chord. But I want you to start practicing it in rhythm. Start with A minor. We're going to go A minor, G, F, and E. Here we go. A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4 to G. F. And E. Again, A minor. G. F. 2, 3, 4, and E. A minor. 1, 2, 3. G. F. And E. Let's do it a little faster. If you're not ready for that, just go back and review this part and keep practicing with the tape. So, a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor. G. F. E. A minor. G. fingerpicking. How about with a little faster drum? Okay, thank you for joining me on this tape. If you enjoyed this, you'll really enjoy my blog, which has lots of tips and tricks for learning to play guitar. It's at starlandguitar.com. Also, I have a more complete course called Easy Guitar Awesomeness that teaches you rhythms, strumming, more chords, ways of playing the chords, and even eventually some finger picking and note reading and lots of different techniques to give you a solid base for playing any style of music you want. Thank you again for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again in one of my future videos. Take care.